Hello and welcome to Football Oldies. Today we will be looking at every Premier League club's tallest player. Before we get started, please like and subscribe. I am sitting on a big 4 subscribers, so I would appreciate a few more subs. So yeah, let's get into it. We will go with alphabetical order. So the first team is Arsenal. Pablo Mari takes the top spot for Arsenal, standing at a big 1.93 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. The North London club made the move permanent after the Spaniard spent last season on loan. He has been a decent player for Arsenal, although playing alongside Mustafi or David Luiz would make you look good. Mari is a mid-table quality defender, so he fits right in at Arsenal. Moving on, and next is Aston Villa. Their tallest player in my opinion is much better than Arsenal's tallest, and it is Tyrone Mings. The English centre-back is a massive 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 5 inches. I think that the 27-year-old deserves a big move in the future. If Man City are willing to splash out 40 million on Nathan Akai, then I think Mings is worth at least 50 million. Another giant English centre-back is next, and that man is Burn of Brighton. This man is massive. He wouldn't look too out of place in the NBA. He stands at a big old 2.01 meters or 6 feet and 7 inches. Despite his size, Graham Potter usually tends to play the big man at left back. From Brighton to Burnley, and the tallest player is Nick Pope. There is a bit of confusion about his height. On Google it says he is 6 feet 3 inches. On Transfer Market it says he is 6 feet 5 inches. And on FIFA it says he is 6 feet 7 inches. He looks massive when he is playing, so I am going to go with FIFA's measurement of 6 feet and 7 inches. He has been a very safe pair of hands at Turf Moor, and I believe that he should certainly be challenging Jordan Pickford for the number 1 shirt for England. Chelsea's Tammy Abraham is next. He is 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. I think Abraham is a very decent Premier League striker. He scored 15 goals in 34 appearances last season for Chelsea, which is a very respectful count for a player in their early 20s. The next club is actually the tallest in the Premier League. Their tallest player is Welsh goalkeeper Wayne Hennessey. He is 1.97 meters or 6 feet and 5 inches. He is a bit of a nothing player, so there isn't much to say about it. Also, he has had a past controversy, so I am going to move on from one nothing goalkeeper to another. And it is Everton shot stopper Robin Olsen. The man on loan from Roma stands at a big 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. He has started a few times ahead of Jordan Pickford this season, but I think that he is firmly rooted as a number 2 at Everton. From Everton down to Fulham, and their tallest player is also a goalkeeper. It is the big Slovak Marek Rodak. He's a hefty 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. Despite being at the club since 2013, he has been replaced by Alphonse Areola, and therefore has struggled to get ahead of him this season. Now it is West Yorkshire club Leeds United. Despite having the upper body strength of a malnourished African child, Ilan Meslier is quite a big 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. He joined the Premier League club in the summer from French side Lorient and has made 18 appearances so far this season. Now moving on to Leicester City. Welsh keeper Danny Ward is the longest at the club, standing at 1.91 meters or 6 feet and 3 inches. The former Liverpool man joined Leicester back in 2018 and hasn't yet made a single Premier League appearance yet. So yeah, a bit of a nothing player. Let's move on. And it is the champions, Liverpool. The oddest man in football is their tallest player, Joel Matip. His lanky frame measures at 1.95 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. A really good player, but he's injured all the time. Moving across to Manchester, it is Man City. They have the smallest squad in the Premier League. Their tallest player is only 1.91 meters or 6 feet and 3 inches. And it is Rodri. The Spanish holding midfielder has been brought in to replace Fernandinho, but he isn't at the Brazilian's level. He still has a lot of years in him, though, being only 24. United's tallest player is also a holding midfielder, Nemanja Matic. The big scary Serbian is getting on a bit, but has been playing at a very good level this season. He stands at 1.94 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. Big donkey man Andy Carroll is the tallest at Newcastle. He is 1.93 meters or 6 feet and 3 inches. I feel sorry for Newcastle fans. They have to watch Joel Linton and Andy Carroll attempt to control a football for 90 minutes. That is just sad. From one depressing club to another, and it's Sheffield United. Their fans went from singing about Europe to facing relegation real quick. Despite their terrible season so far, Sander Berge has been a decent player. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him at a top European club in the next few years. He's 1.95 meters or 6 feet and 5 inches. Down to the south coast. Fraser Forster joined the club in 2014 and is currently the tallest player in the Premier League. A big old 2.01 meters or 6 feet and 7 inches. Following on, and it is Head and Shoulders model Joe Hart. Despite saying he wanted to challenge himself, he has joined Spurs to become the third choice keeper. Makes sense. Anyway, he is 1.96 meters or 6 feet and 5 inches. Big Sam's West Brom are up next. Their tallest player is just some English defender called Kyle Bartley. He's 1.94 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. Boring. Let's move on. Moving down to West Ham. Frenchman Issa Diop is their tallest player. He's a quality centre-back and stands at 1.94 meters or 6 feet and 4 inches. Last but not least, and it is Wolves. Their tallest player is also a French centre-back. Big Willie is 1.95 meters or 6 feet and 5 inches. Not much to say. He's alright. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know who you would like to see next.